house was, I understand, taken to the ground because it was built on nothing, dirt. You put your money in the barn in those days. And so we have the remnants of the old homestead is this building, which can hold like a Model T. And maybe the Prius, if we wanted to squeeze it in. We've slowly been adding things. And so it looks like it's a lot of work, which it is, but it didn't happen in 1 year. Every year we're doing more things.
Yeah, that's cool.
So let's start down here. So when I moved here, my goal was to create a lot of diversity, and that has a lot of dimensions to it. It can be diversity of food crops for us, diversity of shelter and food for wildlife, diversity in plant life, just a lot of resilience and diversity. So when I moved here, we planted a small home orchard, and I'm not an orchardist, let me assure you. People who raise fruit for a living, they know what they're doing. I am a hack, but what I have is potential. But we planted this because you don't plant a tree, one day and have fruit the next. These apple trees, almost all the trees in here were planted in 1991. And since that time, we've expanded a little bit into new trees, replacement trees on this side. So over here we have this is a beautiful time of the year to look at trees. We have three plum trees that are blooming. Those are the white plumes down there. Along the fence, those are wild plums that came in from somewhere. And so, they're not in the way. We let them be if they're not in the way. And then we have a Japanese plum, that's the one closest to us. And on the other side of that is a green beige, it's an English plum. And then we have 2 Asian pears, 2 cherries, 2 apricots, 2 pears, and then the 6 apples. And then underneath these oak trees, which provide an enormous amount of shade in the summer, which is awesome, unless you're trying to raise anything under them. And it's so shady that we get a very modest amount of rain. So when I moved here, those trees were literally as tall as I am and this big around. And now, they are towering. They're beautiful, but oh my God, I wouldn't put grapes here. But so now we've started adding along the fence line where there's an awful lot of sun, and we can kind of train them and work with them this way. And this is an experiment that I'm doing, not necessarily in coordination with the people making pear cider, but in anticipation of the demand for pear cider. So these are pear trees. They are not really very edible from what I understand. We haven't had any fruit yet, but they make excellent cider. Like Red Delicious cider is awful because it's a boring kind of fruit. Even to eat it, it's awful. But you have trees that are specifically geared to making apple juice and apple cider, and so we're trialing these specifically to see which ones do best in this climate. As far as I know, we're the only ones doing trials like this. And it's really just a fun thing that I like doing. And, are we going to make a lot of pear cider out of this? No. But what I hope to do for people like Clay and Josie at the market to say, this pear tree, these are 3-year-old trees right now. But when they start producing, they can try them and say, this one's worth producing. Let's plant 20 acres of this. And so you don't want to plant 20 acres of anything on a guess. Right. You do trials like these, and they take a long time to play out. But that's the role I see this scale of farm doing, is trialing, testing, and that's what I like doing. If you don't like doing it, don't do it. Right now, there must be 50 eggs between the two geese.
And do you eat them?
No, because we have no idea how old they are.
Oh.
So we didn't let them sit, and they don't sit for months. And we hope that we have some fertile eggs. But in the meanwhile, they eat grass, and this orchard has always been a problem for us to mow. You can't put sheep in here because they'll eat the trees. And so geese are a nice little compromise. So I needed a greenhouse, and of course I didn't want just a greenhouse. I wanted a cool greenhouse. So this is a straw bale greenhouse. And we believe it is the oldest straw bale structure in the state. So this was built in '94. And it's not a piano. It's a greenhouse. So it needs some maintenance now and then. The roof, we have to change. This is a third roof. It's clear plastic on top of the old roof, which is a piece of crap. Don't buy this corrugated plastic. It's crappy.
Well, hello.
Yes, you can come in. So what this is right now is a jungle. We planted this in late August. So this is arugula going to seed. And these are arugula flowers. And you can kind of course, all of this is edible. It's just a nice kind of fragrancy thing. But we planted arugula, we planted spinach, we have some beets over here, and we ate this all winter, and now it's just going to seed, radishes. What I will do next week, I'm getting chicks. I'm getting 200 chicks from Dunlap, our local hatchery. And we'll have heat lamps over here, and they will get the run of this place. And they will literally eat it to the ground. Agritourism. And people who want to understand agriculture. And let me tell you, this is not a typical farm. Let me just tell you that right off the bat. We're small. The average farm in Canyon County is about 400 acres. And they don't grow any of the stuff that we're growing. I mean, okra? No way. Sheep? No. So we're different in that we grow kind of weird stuff. We have a very diverse perspective on cropping. And then we have livestock. Most farms don't have livestock. And I think they're missing the battle. Anyway, but back to agritourism. Last year we got a great deal on this little hut. This is a composting toilet. And so we're actually trying to move toward having people come to the farm and stay. And not live in the house with us. No. But yeah, so give people independence. Right. So we got the toilet figured out. But we have an outdoor kitchen that we're going to do. So when it was built, the boards were really set close together because you stored grain in there. And this is what we want to turn into a little studio. So you don't need a toilet in here. You don't need a kitchen. So I'll show you the kitchen. But this could be a cute little place that we could rent out. So the way this worked when it was a granary is that you'd open up these and put the grain in, and then in the doorway you could stack boards. There are grooves right there in the doorway so the grain doesn't pour out. And you can, but now they're part of the outdoor kitchen, which is not done, so don't get too excited. But I also bought this stove a dozen years ago from our neighbor's estate sale, and it's a 1935, kind of the top of the line of the last wood stoves that were made for a lot of people. Because electricity came and everyone got electric stoves. But this is a wood stove. So this is most of the sheep. Well, actually from here you can see all of the sheep. The newest sheep that we have, the newest lamb, is that little one on the other side of that gate there. There's the nursing home mommy. On that side we have the newer lambs, and then we have pregnant ewes. We have 5 ewes to go. And so we at this point in the operation, we separate them out so this entire group here will be going to the neighbors to graze. And so these guys, the biggest ones of these are actually over there, but we started lambing the 1st of November. So many of these here are December lambs and all the way to the one last week.
Right.
The ones with the red, he shouldn't be in here. That ram lamb with the red. He should be over here with these guys. These are the butcher lambs. And I'll be taking 8 of those today to the butcher. So I'll sort through and find the biggest lambs over there. We're really lucky, super lucky. I could not do this business, selling lamb, without a USDA butcher. Because you have to, if you're going to sell meat by the cut, you have to use a USDA butcher. If you're selling a whole or half lamb, that's different. You're selling a whole animal, and that's a different set of regulations.
Right.
So, but the USDA butcher, I can almost see them from here. They're 5 miles away. They are not far. There are people from Salmon who bring their animals. Salmon, yep. Who bring their animals here from LeGrand. I mean, it's all kinds of compost here. So when the sheep move out and the weather gets a little better, we stop feeding hay, we will scrape this, and it will take days. It takes hours and hours. So scrape this out, clean out the barn, pile it up. This is this year's compost, and that's last year's compost. So you can see the difference in color. I love making compost, little section with the hoop house. So again, we're not fertilizing because the fertilizer's right there. There's a lot of organic matter. And these are our tomato hoops from last year. We're going to do an experiment and just leave them up and see if that's... Tomatoes don't really mind being in the same place, so we'll just see. I don't know. We're always experimenting with something or another.
Yeah.
So this barn, as I said, was built in about 1915, and the style of barn was very, very popular in this area in the early part of the 20th century. My grandfather over in Ontario built one almost exactly like this over near Payette. And he built one with an apartment in it so that he could live there before he built the house. But this is just a great piece of architecture that you could never build again because you could never find these 20-foot, 15-foot timbers. You couldn't afford to buy it. And we don't farm this way anymore. So the way this would work in the olden days is that hay would be cut loose. It wouldn't be baled because there were no balers. And so it would be cut with a sickle mower, raked with a dump rake, and then people would go out with pitchforks and pitch it onto wagons. And then they would bring the wagons full of hay underneath the door. They would lower that enormous door. It's on hinges. And then they would stab the hay bit by bit with what's called a Jackson fork. And a Jackson fork is about this wide and has big metal, like a big fork. And they would bring it, you can still see the rail, and the pulley system is right above your head there. So they would run the hay across this rail and dump it, actually wherever they wanted to, in the barn. And so they would get it off the trailer into the barn. And many barns of this style have a floor above us, where you dump the hay on the floor and then have the animals beneath. But from the hey puppies, they're finding tasty snacks. It's been raining so much. Every day it rains. It's a day I don't have to irrigate. Awesome. But this water. on